Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to sort of a finale of Final Fantasy. Another finale of sorts. Hope you all like my new hat. I was actually not sure if I wanted to keep this on. I'm kind of changing my mind now. It looks pretty good, at least when sitting like this. Don't know if it'll be something I'll be keeping on though, but I'm actually Sin in my house. I'm using my house. Can you believe it? You know why I'm using my house? Because I got an email saying that if I don't use my house, I will lose my house. So I was like, oh, well, I better start in the house then. You know, make sure we get that out of the way. Why is the hat so massive? Because how else are you going to cast the best spells if your hat isn't at least like 5 times the size of your head? That's the beauty of a hat like this. I don't know. Should I leave the hat on? It's a pretty sick hat. I got it from one of the books. I realized I didn't actually enter the code for one of the books. So I rectified that, and here we are. We got a sick hat, which is great for Magic. Who knows? Maybe it'll look good with the new Pictomancer coming out in a couple of months. Not so sure if I like it now. But I mean, we could leave it on. I don't know. Are we getting any new equipment today? I don't know. We'll see. Why? Good map. That's a very good map. Okay, the usual spot. Let us get started with the end of the end before the beginning in like 6 months. Be careful not to discard it. Wait, is that actually? You say that like you talk from experience. I really hope you aren't. That would be very unfortunate. The fact that you can discard it is pretty funny. Like, you pay for this book and you get this exclusive item, it's just like, I'm gonna toss this hat away. If it was the same color as the rest of the outfit, I think it'd probably be fine. Well, actually, can we color it? No. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we can, so never mind. You are correct, though. I like the contrast of the, I don't know, it's kind of a bluish black with everything, but yeah, you're probably right. It's probably not worth it, and also then I'd have to go and like re-glamour everything, so I'd rather not, just for that sake. Let's just keep the current headgear. You know what, we're probably just gonna get new equipment anyways very shortly here, because I would imagine, like any other patch, we're gonna get a dungeon, probably gonna get a boss fight. Means we're probably gonna get something new, even if it is a 0.55. I haven't actually done the patch myself, so I will be leaving Joy patch. I hear the Hildebrand relic quests are pretty great. Wait, the relic quest? You're telling me the relic quest in a 6.x patch is good? I find that hard to believe. Maybe if you told me that the 7.x stuff was going to be good in that regard, I could believe it. But I don't know what I mean, maybe it's, since it's the finale, maybe they are doing something a little extra special. Oh, it's still tomes. Yeah, I figured it was probably still tomes. I mean, but you're probably right. It is the finale after all. Maybe it'll be something a little extra special. Gotta end off the relic story somehow. Ah, Bean, one of my clerks was just here with a message for you. Students of radz-at-han request your presence at the Charlian at your earliest convenience. Indebted as I am to our friends, I had hoped I too might be of service. But it is you alone that they require. If you have no pressing business, pray make your way to the radz-at-han Annex at once. Logica awaits your arrival. Oh, we're going to Charlian, are we? We came all the way here to figure out we're going to Charlian. In the meantime, I will continue showing Azdalia the city. Notable landmarks of the people's lives. There's still much and more for her to see. Farewell for now, my friend. I look forward to the day we set forth on another adventure together. You think he's gonna come with us out west? I mean, he wasn't in the trailer, but that doesn't mean anything. I mean, it'd be kind of cool if he showed up at some point. Maybe his sister would have like regrown somewhat by then. Possible. Alright, it's been a very long time since we've gone to the radz-at-han Annex. I mean, when was the last patch? October? That was like the first part of 0.5. But where are we going today? A warm and hearty greeting to you, Ben. I gather you received our message. Please wait here while I fetch Kyle and Gra. I don't think, if I remember correctly, we didn't hang out with them, really, because they were busy with stuff, weren't they? Last patch, I think. I honestly can't remember if it was them or if it was... No, I think it was Alphino and Alice that we hung out with. I'm pretty sure. So we haven't seen these guys in quite some time. The only bit we've seen was Cryo opening up that letter that she found, which had, like, the clover in it. Which is the only clue she has as to the whereabouts of her grandfather. But that letter's been sitting in her collection for who knows how long, so it could be old and outdated, and the grandfathers could be long dead by now. Thank you for coming on such short notice, and forgive us for sending you so soon after your trials in the void, say nothing of your grueling battle against the 12. Now then, we aren't actually the ones who require your presence, but Erenville stopped by recently, you see, and asked us to reach out to you on his behalf. What could he want? I imagine you're as surprised as we are, given that he was supposed to be away on a long expedition. Something must have necessitated a change in his plans. All he would tell me is that there is someone who he wishes had been meet. He also mentioned that he would be tending to business at the studium. Should we look for him there? Someone that wants to meet us. I mean, we've met quite a few people. I couldn't imagine who else would want to meet us at this point. The studium, eh? Where's that? Back here. Teleport's up there, but everything's back here. Alright, Cryo. Who are we meeting? Now then, where is Erenville? I like that we arrived here before the person we're supposed to meet. Oh, there he is, finally. Oh, good reading.
Apologies for the wait. I hope I haven't called you away from anything important. I chanced upon some commissioned items at my destination, so I thought I might deliver them.
Where did you go, if I may ask?
The New World. Tural.
You went to Tural? Then the person who you wish to introduce...
Aye, she hails from there. I present to you...
Is she invisible, or,
It seems you've lost her.
Did she wander off?
Couldn't imagine getting lost in this small town.
Sorry. It's just so different here. I can't help but want to explore.
Well, while you were exploring, your candidate came to us. This is him. The adventurer you crossed the seas to meet.
Ooh, you weren't exaggerating. It's plain he's no ordinary man. I'm Uklamat, claimant to the throne of Tulihuela.
And we get to meet a princess? I can't remember the last time we had that. Actually, oh yeah, it would have been Stormblood, technically. Indirectly. Except not really.
I'll get to the point.
But probably never.
To come with me to my homeland.
I like that he's surprised at the prospect of going on an adventure.
Perhaps you should explain why you're making it?
That should be of no surprise by this point.
Of course. Soon, an event of great import will be held in Tural. The Rite of Succession. Taking the form of a contest, it will determine who next ascends the throne.
You have zero context for this? Don't worry, this is all new to me
I will
too.
participate. And I have every intention of winning.
Basically, all you need to know is Bunny Boy over there goes on around the world collecting things for the people of this fine establishment.
A mighty warrior who knows no fear.
And
who
I guess this
sweeps
person
aside
wants
terrible fiends as if
needs
they
some
were
help
reeds, who flew to the edge of
to
existence
gain the throne
and
in her
saved our
homeland.
star.
Oh, how did she know about all that?
She asked who Eorzea's greatest hero was, and so I told her.
I
Much
see.
more elegantly,
I didn't know we were just freely doling out that information now. But I guess
Now
there's no
you
harm in
know
it.
why. You come to Toral, yes?
Wait, let's all just slow down.
No. I think she's onto something here. I mean, we doing anything else right now?
Diplomat, was it? You claim to be of the royal family, but is it not the Mamulja who rule in Tural?
Ooh, actually, that's a good point. I didn't even think of that.
Tural is a nation of many peoples. Not only the Mamulsha, as some across the seas are quick to assume. That said, its present ruler is a Mamulsha, and one blessed with two heads besides. He's also my father. Not by blood, obviously, but he raised me as his own, and that's what matters.
So that is the way of it. My apologies if I was indelicate.
Hardly. I
Holy
know little
shit.
about your land and nothing about your parentage. But in my eagerness, I've gotten ahead of myself. I can't expect you to agree on this.
Does she really need our help with strength like that? Casually tossing them around?
If you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. Just know, though, that if it's adventure you seek, you could do far worse than come with me.
I mean, it's not wrong.
This is only a rumor.
I mean, considering where we've been.
But apparently, the contest will involve the fabled city of gold and the legendary beast, Valiarmanda.
Okay, now see, you have my attention. You just bribed me.
Tell me that doesn't
Of course I gotta
pique
go
your
now.
interest.
You have my complete attention after mentioning gold.
We're going to get along, you and I. Tural has no shortage of unexplored frontiers and deadly fiends. You'll never want for excitement, I promise you.
Interesting, you're using the word fiend.
I advise you not to put much store by these
People
rumors.
like to compare the
Golden
new
cities
stuff
are not
to
but a
Final Fantasy
dreamer's
X.
fancy.
So that's,
Says the
that
dreamer
checks
who was
out.
bent on finding one when he was a child. Just because you failed doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Tuliolal and the Golden City. Just like in the letter to Grandfather.
Maybe that's where he is. Maybe he found it.
Regardless of what the contest may entail, it'll be no simple thing. If I'm to triumph, I'll need capable and dependable companions. So let's go on a hunt together. There's no better way to get acquainted.
Why are you acting like a conquistador right now? You had me at the word gold. She promised a golden city in exchange for helping her get the throne. I don't give a shit about this nation. Do you think I have any stakes in this random place halfway around the world? Of course not. But she's willing to pay me. That makes all the difference. Also, you know, it's a hunt for a golden city. The hunt itself would be award enough. Chance to see not only Terrell, but the fabled golden city besides. This is the stuff of grand adventures, my friend. Which is not to say you should hastily accept this invitation, mind. There's still a great deal we do not know. Let us begin to rectify this by first getting acquainted with our visitor in the manner she suggests. I'm not certain what might be a suitable location for her hunt, however. When I was at the guild earlier, I learned about a petition from researchers on the Isle of Han. You went there not long ago and culled some unruly fauna, of course. But according to recent reports, other ordinarily docile fauna have grown savage. It is believed that they've been unsettled by some manner of predator, and so the researchers seek assistance with identifying and dispatching it. as part of your hunt. Perhaps you might answer the petition. Al isn't far, and we would also be helping those in need. That works for me. Just so you know, I've honed my skills against some of the fiercest beasts in Tural. Whatever this creature is, it had better be able to put up a proper fight, or it'll end before we have the chance to get acquainted. She's still thinking about the letter, isn't she? Before we can prove ourselves capable and dependable companions. My apologies, but I must see to some preparations. We're going ahead to the Owl. I will join you as soon as possible. Yeah, she's got to go and buy a new art kit, obviously. That's what she went to go do. If the rest of you are ready, let us head to the harbor. This being guild ship business, it should be simple enough to secure a vessel. So Han was where we went for one of the side dungeons. That was for the third variant dungeon. It was like a beach kind of area. Where are we going? Down here, right? Oh, there. Don't mind going on a little... We'll go on a mini-cation before we go on the big vacation, you know? Take a little trip to the beach. I am going the wrong way. Where are we going? Oh, down here. That's the exact same entrance as the previous story dungeon. Or no, that would have been 2 story dungeons ago. Wait. Or it will be, I'm imagining. So we have to take a ship. Ugh, and I barely set foot on dry land. Oh well, I suppose it's for a good cause. A hunt! Come on, let's get going. On boarding the ship, several cutscenes will play in sequence. Classic 5.5 patches. Let's go. Cutscenes and battles. I love it. Oh right, no, Han was this place. I thought Han was the beach. Han was this one. This is a cool dungeon.
From here, we must walk.
It's okay. I know this place like the back of my hand. I've only been here like 30
ice.
times.
It rivals even Yogg-Tural.
Actually, probably a lot more than that. I lost count at 30.
Oh, a white bear! I wonder what it tastes like.
What?
Remember,
I would
we're
leave
here
those
to deal
alone.
with creatures that have been deemed an unacceptable danger. Do not attack anything else unprovoked.
Woman's gonna make this whole island void of any life if we let her.
No. So this is the isle where ether literally bursts forth.
Aye, the Isle of Ham. The geysers lie deep inland, however.
It's a bit of a trick.
You really are knowledgeable. Kona told me nothing about this place.
I doubt your brother managed to come out this way. He's like to have toured facilities like Labyrinthos, however.
The great big cavern under the city. It's amazing that they could make a sky down there complete with a sun.
That's technology for you. Surely you have something like that in your country. No?
This brother of yours, he has been to Sharlayan.
He has. Kona's my second older brother. And until recently, he was a student in the city.
What
He
happened
went
to
on
him?
and on about technological amusements. It made me want to come here too one day. And so I did. I think I understood something of how he felt when I set foot in his beloved studium.
He went to the studio. Your brother must be quite a scholar. But I wonder, like you, he'd be royalty, yes? With such a personage coming to Sharlayan to receive an education would surely have caused a stir, yet I recall nothing of the sort.
He consulted with the head of the studium beforehand, that his identity might remain secret. Being Mikote, he had no trouble blending in. He's adopted like me, you see.
Family's big on
One time,
adoption.
though, he almost let it slip to a professor. It was all he could do to parry the barrage of questions.
Having no shortage of questions myself, I can imagine.
Boy, I wonder if we'll get to meet this guy.
Ask whatever you like. I don't mind. But I maintain hunting together is the best way to get to know someone.
The researchers should be up ahead. Let's find them and learn what we can.
Are they still there in the cavern after we, like, went there to get a bunch of aether from the geyser? Probably still set up camp there. Now where are we? Duty commenced.
The researchers
Oh, we're doing
should
like
be
half the
just ahead.
dungeoning. Okay.
There. The building to the northeast.
And I'm guessing these three are not going to be in my party.
So
Which is gonna make this really fun for healing.
Grown savage.
Don't know what's got them riled up.
I mean,
but I'll
you're going to
take
be a
down
lot more
anything
specific because the
from you.
creatures here are normally pretty hardcore.
Right. Let's hunt our fill.
Can't even see their health because they're not in my party. That's okay. She's a warrior. I could probably sit back and do literally nothing, and she'll still survive. This is perfect. I not only get a vacation from, like, adventuring, I get a vacation from, you know, hunting. I can just pretend that I'm participating.
Look,
That should please her, right?
someone's in trouble.
Who the heck is here and would be in trouble? Why are you guys out here? How did you even get in this situation?
Animals are usually so docile.
I wonder if I'll have to do any of the bosses that are here too. I mean, we're like, this is the second portion of the dungeon. So, I mean, it's a good chance we'll be going through, like, most of it. Oh, okay. Could talk to you instead. Oh, thank goodness you've come. I take it you're the one who answered our petition. Wait, aren't you? You are. Ben, the adventurer who saved our star. Without our meeting was under better circumstances. I was conducting a routine inspection of the transporter here when I suddenly found myself surrounded. You'll find more of the same across the chasm. Once docile animals grown strangely aggressive. Colleagues there can tell you more. If you'll give me just a moment, I can finish checking our equipment.
You really are famous.
I mean, what could be wrong with that? I've been here, like, again, I've been here so many times, never fell off
As you'll
once.
soon see for yourself.
Oh, do I get to, like, show off and beat a boss? I'll show you how it's done. Watch these amazing
Quite
dodging
interesting
skills I got.
contraption you've got here.
Is that our petitioner?
Oh, we're going over here. Oh, this is new.
Have a chat.
Okay. The adventurer came to answer my petition, I presume. Most fortunate to have your considerate skill here to aid us. A creature of unknown origins has been sighted on the island in recent days, and we believe its presence has affected the local fauna. The animals beyond this gate are the worst affected and we've encountered thus far, though we dare not go back. The task is to quell any threats you find and search for traces of the beast responsible for all this. If you should find anything at all, we'd be most grateful if you would share it with us. Alright, let's go.
I'll handle this.
I don't know about that. I think, oh wait, that's a big move you got there. What you plan to do? Okay. You know, I think Graha might have done a little more work there, what with his giant Blizzara. But, yeah, no,
Come
feel
on,
free to take
let's
credit.
Pick up the creature's trail.
Alright, what we got here? You find ravaged beast remains torn to shreds by sharp talons.
Claw marks. I've seen their like before. It's starting to feel like a
Where are we
proper
going?
hunt.
I mean, I trust your judgment here. Seem to be knowledgeable of this stuff. This is a very blue field. Kind of neat that we get to like explore a dungeon like this. Oh, what is this? Tattered plumage. Fine feathers are scattered about the ground. There are signs of a fierce struggle.
Feathers. But did they belong to the predator or the prey?
Well, if it's the prey, that means our
How do you
perpetrator's
prefer
been
prey?
busy.
Roasted or raw?
Raw?
You presume it's even safe to eat?
Yeah, that's, Holy shit. Where are we going? What kind of country are we gonna head to this Tyrol? Around here? I see nothing. Just flowers. Oh, here we go. Animal leavings. Ah, good. I guess I'll be the one to stick my hand to this shit. The cloying stench of fresh leavings assails your nostrils. Whatever beast left them is likely still close
Still
by.
fresh. Whatever this beast, it cannot be far.
There he is. Oh my god, there's tons of them. Which one, though? Oh, there's so many. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to tell which one's the beast, our target, with this method. But, I mean, it's not like we have much of a choice here.
Let's head back and report what we found.
Yeah, we found a bunch of shit, bunch of feathers, and a dead thing. Pretty much confirms something attacked them. Not really much else. We have made zero progress on this case. Oh, that's probably it.
Powerful wings and razor-sharp talons. Worthy prey.
Oh, that could be it. Yep. Holy shit.
Ah! What is that thing?
Okay, if she's scared, then I know we're up to something here. Oh, it's a fucking parrot.
It speaks?
Okay, that was unexpected. Yo, where are you going?
It's heading towards the falls.
I'll stay with the researchers. The creature, I leave to you.
Come, Woklamat.
Right.
I can kind of see why she might need some help taking over the throne. He speaks a big game, but maybe she's not as confident when push comes to shove. Alright. You wanna fight? Let's go.
Just so we're clear, I wasn't startled by the beast earlier. It caught me by surprise.
Right,
That's all.
of course. No, for sure.
Forgive me, but I failed to see a difference.
I'm getting hungry. Let's be done with this so we can eat.
I'm down for some roast chicken. Mocking her.
Think you're clever, huh? I'll rip off that beak and roast you on a spit!
That's gotta be a pretty big spit. Alright, what are you gonna try here? I'm guessing we're gonna get some sort of mechanic with this. I'll just let her do the tanking.
Oh, I'm going to enjoy sinking my teeth into you.
Okay, never mind. It's a little more than a parrot. It's got a mind of its own. Does that work? Yeah, I think it does. Okay, good. I don't have to target them. Oh, whoops, wrong button. I forgot how to sage. Okay, I won't have to sage for much longer. I'm gonna take up an art career instead. Much more fun.
I've never seen such an enormous colibri.
Maybe it came all the way from Tyrell. I mean, is there any reason why that wouldn't be possible? Oh, that's fun. What? No? I can't move. What? Hello? Okay, thanks. I didn't know warriors could do that. That was pretty sick, though. That was kind of a bullshit move. Making us all gather together. Getting us stuck. Then having your way. I can't accept that. Oh, don't you dare do that again. Oh, yeah, no. I don't really have a decent dash. My dash relies on my ability to target a friend. And it's hard to target a friend when you can't see who you're targeting necessarily. Oh great, fetters. Usually you want to avoid fetters. I didn't really have the option to here. Man, if only you could do that in a normal battle. I have to save my comrades. How? Oh right, I think fetters you can hit, right? Yeah, you can destroy the whirlwinds. Okay. Thank you for making them enemies that I can target. Much appreciated. Get out of there! Okay, good. Go through all that trouble to save you and then you just stand there anyways? Oh shit. Nope. Oh. Can't really tell when that one's coming because like he's swooping around anyways. It's like for him to swoop off the side of the arena to line that up doesn't really look any different. Oh, we have to destroy the wings. Oh, please destroy them faster. This is actually... That's some good damage you're doing there. You know, I should probably just put on Cardi on myself here. There we go. That'll at least help me. But I need to also make sure they don't die, because I think if they die, we're probably dead anyways. That was a pretty sick move you got there. Yeah, I'd be tempted to put her in my party. Hey now, who taught you that kind of language? Are we doing fetters again? No, okay, we're good. There we go. Guess it wasn't that scary if I could take it down.
And I had barely limbered up.
Alright, so how are we cooking this thing?
It was a terrible foe, but no match for your axe.
Only to be expected.
Real confident
You were
there.
pretty impressive yourselves. I was right to invite you on a hunt.
I don't think it's dead.
What a curious bird that was.
But, you know, I'm not really an
Though
expert
we
on that
have
sort of thing,
similar
so
in
maybe I'm
Tural,
wrong.
They don't grow so big or use such dirty tricks.
You know, like the kind where they play dead?
Aye, dirty and despicable. Otherwise, I could have easily...
Oh, it's not dead at all.
Leave
Alright, who's
this
ready
to
for round
me.
2? G's here! Oh shit! Actually didn't think we'd get to see this, but that's kind of cool. So you gonna explain where you got that from? Cause I don't think they got a Michaels in Eorzea.
Trial.
I am terribly, terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting.
She arrived as I was seeing the researchers to safety. It was all I could do to keep up with her after I explained what happened.
So this is what you meant by seeing to preparations?
After hearing of the contest, I thought how wonderful it would be to join you.
So you decided to take up art. Yeah, that's certainly
In coming
helpful.
Here, I wanted to demonstrate my skill at arms to Wuklamut. Alas, it seems I missed most of the action.
That was amazing! The piece didn't stand a chance!
I guess the beast wasn't really a fan of fine art.
I'm glad to have been of service.
May I
Couldn't
ask
afford the
what
commission
inspired this
price.
change?
Got mad and rage
You
quit.
will recall the time you descended to the ethereal sea in search of Heidelin. Recognizing that my skills were inadequate, I chose to provide support from afar rather than join you. It was the same when you set forth for Ultima Thule. How it pained me to stay behind again and again. That's what inspired this change. Ever since the final days were averted, I've used every spare moment to hone my craft. As you all have adapted your methods to suit the circumstances, I started by considering how I might best contribute.
And how did one come to the conclusion that painting
And after much
was the answer?
deliberation, I arrived at my answer.
Like, at what point do you just decide, like, I know how I can help in a fight? I'll bring a brush and paint.
With the esoteric art passed down by the legendary Archon realm, Pictomancy.
Oh, there it is. Finally, the name drop.
As I recall, you have embraced versatility to effectively complement a certain someone's style. What I do is much the same. Like you, I don't want to be left behind.
Realm was the name of the girl in Final Fantasy VI who was the Pictomancer. The one and only Pictomancer in the
I
entire
must
series.
say, you appear to be especially keen on being involved
And I guess
in
is
the
no
ritual
longer the one and only
succession.
Pictomancer.
Is there any particular reason?
Oh, she's wearing an earring too.
Yes, there is. This letter from Tuli Yolal.
I think look like an MS Paint doodle. Look. No, are you really gonna
It
criticize
was
her
addressed to
art?
my grandfather Galuf and turned up among the students' archives.
She has plenty of time to still
The
practice.
ink was faded, so I couldn't fully make out the sender's name. Galul, someone.
Jaja. Gulul Jaja. That's my father, the Dawn servant. What does the letter say?
You got
While
a
much of it
letter
isn't
from
legible,
the king?
It appears to be a request to investigate the Golden City.
A request to investigate the Golden City? From the Dawn Servant himself?
Well, see, now we gotta go. The king's
Well,
calling
well.
us.
Seems it may be more than a rumor.
You wouldn't turn
after
out a
all.
request from a king.
Being a member of the royal family, it was my hope that you could confirm the authenticity of this letter.
I can say for a fact that my father didn't write this.
Oh! Well, shit. Then who did?
Given how culturally diverse Toliyolal is, it was decided some time ago that a common language was needed. But instead of elevating an existing tongue and its speakers above all others, we looked to those widely spoken overseas and created an altogether new one. The similarities to your common tongue also make it quite easy to communicate in these situations, no?
I like that they needed a common
This
tongue, so
letter,
they decided not
however,
to make a
is
common tongue.
entirely in Eorzean. If Father had written this, it would have been in Turali. And what's more, it bears a wax seal. We don't bother with them.
So
Someone
the
really didn't
letter
do their
is
research then.
fraudulent, then.
Oh, I didn't mean to say that. My father's signature is genuine, as far as I can tell, so perhaps he simply dictated it.
Maybe her grandfather wrote it while her father told him to?
I see. Oh, thank you for the confirmation. It seems my grandfather indeed had dealings with Tuli Yolal. I can't help but be curious as to what exactly he was doing there. In order to help us decide on a course of action, would you mind if I asked you some questions about your home?
By all means. After all, learning about one another was the purpose of this hunt. We can talk while feasting on this fellow. I, for one, am starving.
Your school got
We're
cancelled,
eating
and you were supposed to have a
that.
test today, and now you don't know when the test is. Damn, that does kind of suck. I never really was one to, like, care that much about tests. So I can't say I can fully relate, but I mean, hey, at least, like, you know, you got a day off. Even if it is kind of in the middle of the week. I keep forgetting it's Tuesday. I don't know why. I keep thinking it's, like, Friday for some reason. The wildlife pacified and the research is safe. Our task is complete. That just leaves the matter of the Colbirium eat. For better or worse, there's really only one place we could take it to here in Sharlayan, the last stand. Come, let us see what Dickon can cook up for us. Oh, we actually are eating it, are we? I thought that was just like a joke. Didn't think we were actually gonna do it. But I mean, I guess I'm down for some Colibri meat. Where's that place? Oh, it's like all the way across. Feels like Monday to me because of the Martin Luther King Jr. Day giving me Monday off. So, oh, I didn't even know that was a day. I think I remember seeing that in a calendar once as a kid, but that's not a day we celebrate up here. Kind of forgot it even existed. Well now, there's a famous face if I've ever seen one. What can I get you, Vin? Just like walks up with this giant carcass. Oh, bird meat from the hunt, you say? Leave it to me. I have just the recipe. It's a new dish I recently learned from some sailors. And for you lot, it's on the house. Have as much as you like, you hear? Damn, look at that feast.
Come.
That's some finely
Let's enjoy
grilled
the
meat.
bounty of our first outing together.
Then we have to, like, eat it out here in the snow.
I'd heard that Charlayan cuisine was terrible, but this is fantastic.
What is this? Oh, it smells spicy.
Oh, come now. Since when did you become so soft? It's not like we don't have spicy food in Tural, too.
Yeah, this is good, isn't it? Just like home,
According to
right?
Dickon, intensely hot dishes have become popular in radz-at-han after a traveler ordered a curry with several times the usual amount of spice. So he started offering the same in order to please the growing Harnish population here in Charlian.
Just loading on the spice. That's fine, you'll live.
It's nothing I can't handle.
You're a seasoned warrior. What's a little seasoned soup?
Your boorish manners reflect poorly on the both of us. I wish you would consider your station.
I swear, sometimes it feels like you open your mouth only to criticize.
I see that they have a very fine
Would I be
and
correct
positive
in assuming
relationship.
You've known each other for a long time?
Aye, thick as thieves since we were little.
I beg to differ. She is a long-standing acquaintance. Nothing more.
I fail to see the difference.
I see.
All this time you were from Tural. Oh, would that I had known sooner. There's so much I'd like to ask.
You and everyone else. I've kept it quiet so as to avoid the endless interrogations.
Not a fan of the
if he's going
homeland?
to be a miser, I'll be happy to tell you about our homeland instead. Since ancient times, many peoples have called Tural home, and they've been fighting each other for nearly as long. The fighting finally stopped some 80 years ago, when the reigning Dawn Servant unified the disparate communities and founded a new nation.
And that's how Tuliolal came to be.
Since then, we've enjoyed an era of uninterrupted peace. But my father is getting old, and he wishes to relinquish the throne to a worthy successor. One who can preserve his legacy. Including myself, there are 4 claimants to the throne. But while we all have the right to participate, one among us cannot be allowed to rule.
A man who is too ambitious by half. Word of the Garlean Empire's collapse has reached Tural. While most are simply relieved, he sees weakness to exploit and would lead our armies across the seas on a campaign of conquest.
Oh boy, here we go again.
After everything my father has done to give us peace, he would drag us back into war.
Actually, it's a little different. We're not going to go
can't
stop a war.
allow
We're
it.
going to go prevent it.
No matter what, I must win this
Not quite
contest.
the same thing.
I understand your reasons. But this being an event that will dictate the course of your nation's future, is it appropriate for outsiders like us to be involved?
Oh, it's more than appropriate. The Dawn Servant himself expressly encourages it.
It expresses other
Ruler
people
of Tural
tampering in
must
their
navigate
politics.
the intricacies of myriad cultures, and there's no better way to prove oneself qualified to do so than to work with foreign allies.
You know what? Fair. I can see that
That's why I
argument.
sought you out. Through our hunt, I've confirmed that you're a warrior of considerable skill, but more importantly, one of good character as well. And so I ask you, will you lend me your strength and help me win the throne of Tulihualal?
Certainly a lot to ask for, but you
You don't
did
need to
mention a city of
decide right
gold
this moment.
before. I don't know.
But I will need you if I'm to triumph
I have
over
to
the
think about that
competition.
one.
I'll stay here as long as I can while waiting for your answer.
In that case, allow us to prepare a room for you at the Baldessian Annex.
That's very kind of you. Oh, and one more thing. Once we finish eating, would you mind if I took the rest of the meat?
Sure. Yeah, you could have the leftovers. I mean, if anything, this is probably one of the smaller meals we've eaten. Considering what's usually prepared. Like a 20-30% chance that Wook is going to do something very messed up if when they ascend the throne. That's what I'm wondering too, like what exactly is gonna happen? Because like if the plot of the next expansion is helping her ascend the throne, and we also know that there's gonna be, it sounds like there might be, at least with the city, because it's gonna be, the treasure hunt theme is supposed to be like a competition between like you and some of the scions versus like the other scions, but the details as to why that is unclear. So if that could also tie into the politic aspect of it and why she needs to win specifically, and not just like why does she need to win specifically? I mean, obviously she wants to win, but like why does she need to win specifically versus just making sure the one guy who wants to go and invade Garlemald not win? Because she said there's 4 people. She's one guy wants to conquest halfway around the world, and then 2 other people. So what's wrong with the other 2 people winning? Anything? She's just saying that because, you know, she wants herself to win, but she made it clear that like as long as that guy loses. But like, is there something she's gonna do? It's certainly a good point. Whether Wook-Lamont has the makings of a ruler, I couldn't say, but I do know that she deeply cares for the nation and her people. Whether you chose to help her, though, is for you and for you alone to decide. Think on it well. Now then, this past time I reported our mission success to the guild ship. I would have done so sooner, except Her Highness needed to have a royal meal. I shall come by the annex later. Till then. Oh, wow, look at all this wonderful food. Crit. Spell speed. Yeah, let's go with the sandwiches. I wonder if Graha made those. I don't trust people in the royal family. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah, like... I could totally see there being more to this. Just not sure what. Well, I dare say that now we have a fair grasp on Wook-Lamont's situation. Still, we've been afforded time to consider her invitation. Why not use it to learn more about Tural? No Menon is bound to have some information on the continent. Certainly wouldn't hurt to be more informed. Quite right. Not only would it help you make an informed decision, but if you do choose to go, you would be better prepared for what awaits. Come, my friend. Let us be off to the archives. Hell yeah, I love going to that place, honestly. I wish we could see more of it. I wanted to see the forbidden section. Can I teleport from here somewhere? Oh, it's over here. Good old sandwich. Except this sandwich has a bunch of fish eggs in it. I don't know, is that like a real thing? Caviar sandwich? Look, I'm down for many kinds of sandwiches. I'm just not sure I'm down for caviar in a sandwich. That just doesn't sound great. But I mean, if any food around here that isn't the Archon loaf, I think there's a good time. I'll take anything over that. Alright, what's this book? Blue covered book. Is this perhaps about blue mages? The origins of blue magic can be traced back to the esoteric practices of the Wallaki, a tribe in the distant continent of Tural. The tribe holds a nature in the highest, and seeking to cultivate a spiritual connection with it, they have learned to harness the power of the wildlife around them. In exchange for teaching them the common tongue, I was permitted to live among them and train in their ways. Those days were some of the most grueling I remember, but they were tremendously rewarding. For instance, I had the privilege of visiting Lapis Canyon, the tribe's sacred grounds. It is so named for the cerulean deposit that wells up to the surface, turning the entire canyon a brilliant blue. Under a shaman's watchful eye, I would finally manage to master the Wallaki's art and make the animal's powers my own. As no name existed for it in the common tongue, I took the liberty of naming it blue magic. The reason I chose this color, as you will have doubtless gleaned, is for the significance it holds to the Wallaki. I cannot think of a name more fitting to honor the people from whom this noble magic was born. Can confirm blue magic's pretty sick. I really hope we get to see some blue mages when we go to Tural. I'd be very disappointed if there wasn't at least one blue mage. I want to go to Lapis Canyon. I hope we get to go there. It is impossible to adequately discuss the Eorzean cuisine without speaking of that land from which many of our modern-day staples hail, the far western continent of Tural. Ogre pumpkins, ruby tomatoes, even the ubiquitous popoto. These crops and more that regularly grace Eorzean dining tables trace their origins to the New World, as the place is known to most. The tale of this culinary immigration begins in the year 1498 of the 6th Astro Era, when a Lominsian sailor named Ketenram successfully traversed the Indigo Deep to arrive at the theretofore unknown continent. Ketenram spent several moons exploring inland, in the course of which he encountered the denizens of the sprawling nation of Mamul-Ja. He was even granted an audience with their supreme leader, whose confidence he won along with permission to roam freely. Ketenram would return to Tural 7 times, but during his first expedition he charted the land and gathered myriad root vegetables and seeds to bring back to Limsa Lominsa. The most notable of these was the popoto, whose ease of cultivation and nutritional value saw it quickly spread to all corners of Eorzea. Produce was far from the only bounty of Ketenram's expeditions to Tural. Many tantalizing recipes such as the bean-filled burrito and gripping legends such as that of the Golden City reached our shores by way of his ship. Those outside of Ketenram's circle, Tural largely remains shrouded in mystery, yet its influence on our cuisine cannot be overstated. Many scholars, myself included, relish the chance to immerse themselves in the culinary culture of that faraway continent. I like the idea that burritos just always existed in America. Like the Aztecs came up with it or something. That's the equivalent. It would be the equivalent of it in our world. Every land has given rise to unique wildlife, and the continent of Tural is no exception. Yet while some of her creatures have become a familiar sight in Eorzea, many more exist that are rarely seen this side of the Indigo Deep. This tome introduces a select variety of species as described in the testimonies of sailors and adventurers. Alpaca. Accustomed to Tural's craggy mountain ranges, this four-legged beastkin has been domesticated for seemingly hundreds, if not thousands of years. Their soft white fleece is highly prized by weavers, while their strong legs and sure-footedness make them capable beasts of burden. Wyver. This ferocious scalekin is native to the dense jungles of Tural. The Mamul-Ja have succeeded in taming them and utilized their prodigious strength for manual labor. Given their immense size and power, it should come as no surprise that the wyver is also employed as a siege beast. Enemy fortifications cannot long withstand this horned brute's rampage. Valigarmanda. Raleigh folklore holds that this bird-like creature is the mightiest of beasts and the very embodiment of nature's power. Whether it exists beyond myth, however, is uncertain. I can say with like 99% certainty, we're probably gonna fight one of those. I mean, me fighting mythical beasts? Name a more iconic duo. Let us begin by comparing the geographical characteristics of the three great continents and Tyrrell. The former stretches from east to west and lies entirely within the northern hemisphere. In contrast, the latter expands to the far reaches of both the northern and southern hemispheres, and the difference immediately presents itself in the form of climate variance. Shifts in climate tend to be gentler while moving east and west, but harsher when moving north and south. Owing to this fact, longitudinal migration is far more common in history, whether it be by men, animals, or plants. A case in point is the Allegans, who rose to power in the Aldenard before advancing east to Ilsabard. Their movement would be mirrored thousands of years later by the Garleans. Meanwhile, although the desperate tribes of Tyrrell waged war with one another for generations, stymied by the climate, none could make any great headway north or south. Tribes hailing from frozen lands withered beneath the desert sun, while those that thrived in open plains could not pierce dense jungle. Such was the way of it. Till a leader of the Mamuljai succeeded in bringing the continent under one banner. Given the land's divided history and the reason thereof, one cannot help but be in awe of this feat. Truly, it is a testament to the autarch's greatness. Having pursued a wide selection of books relating to Tyrrell, you are somewhat better informed about your potential destination. Radziat will be eager to know what you have discovered. I'm going to tell him all about blue magic. And how cool it is. And how it's the best kind of magic. It's a shame we won't be able to use blue magic in the new continent. At least not for a while. Funnily enough, yeah, actually it's going to take us another expansion before we get to use blue magic in the country of origin, unfortunately. Because we'll have to be like level 100. It'll be 90 to 100, which wouldn't happen to like 8.45. Scoured the library to your satisfaction, have you? Excellent. Well, there are a few books wholly dedicated to the subject of Tyrrell. I dare say you found tidbits of useful information scattered here and there. But come, let's continue this outside. Mammoths do not take kindly to chatter. Now then, I'm quite keen on hearing your honest impressions. I couldn't help but notice that we read the very same book on cuisine. I was pleasantly surprised to find references to Tyrrell within. Among them, did anything in particular pique your interest? A newfound appreciation for the legendary sea. Is this an answer in every single question? Because I don't think that was mentioned in the book at all, was it? Like, I'm pretty sure there was no mention of a legendary city of gold in any of the books. I suspect any mention of the city of gold would catch your eye. It is truly a mystery among mysteries. Here's a city whose location is unknown, that no one has ever seen, and yet whispers of its existence continue to persist. Countless souls have set off in search of it, never to return. I can imagine it being a suitable challenge for the ritual of succession. But moving on, did you perchance learn aught about the fauna of Tyrrell? Given your adventuring background, I expect the topic would interest you. Boy, I can't wait to meet one of these mythical creatures that totally doesn't exist. Now, why do I get the impression you're imagining pitting your skills against the fell beast? Unfortunately, I found scant details of your would-be prey. One source simply described it as an enormous winged creature with scales as hard as steel that rules the skies. I should like to see it with my own eyes, presuming it even exists. I thought I heard familiar voices. Fancy running into two of you here? Well, have some research of your own, do you? Aye. We hope to arm ourselves with knowledge that may benefit the Garlean people. Having forged a new trade agreement with radz-at-han, they will next look to foster relations with other nations. This includes former imperial provinces. In view of this, we hope to find hints of history on how neighbors of differing races and ideologies might engage with one another. And what of the two of you? What endeavor brings you here to this day? Oh, you know, cities of gold. Nothing special. Maybe fight a mythical beast or two. The usual. A nation composed of the disparate peoples of Tural. I dare say this is precisely the kind of example we seek. We do well to read up on Toriali ourselves. Contest. Has it been the only one allowed to help Wuk-Lamat? There was no mention of such restrictions as I recall. On the contrary, Wuk-Lamat gave the impression that she could have several champions. I think I know how to make the most of our respite. Follow me, Alphino. We have planning to do. Alice, wait! It seems our plans have changed. You'll excuse me. I never could rest on the laurels. Come, let us return to the attics. So now we're gonna go around and tell everyone that we're going to Tural. Because it seemed like everyone was there. Like, Tancred was there. Justinian was there. But I don't know where they are right now. I mean, they kind of, well, some of them were with us when we went to the moon. Oh no, yeah, that's right, yeah. I guess some of them are still on the moon. Well, hopefully they won't mind coming down, you know, for an adventure, find a city of gold. We're just gonna stand here in silence.
Oh, it's just... Despite all that we've learned, I can't help but feel we've yet to hear the whole story. What about you, my friend? Are you inclined to accept or refuse Wuk-Lamat's request?
Like, I wasn't really keen on this whole thing until, you know, the mention of the City of Gold. But, I mean, honestly, let's be real. Wouldn't say no to a new adventure. Regardless of what it actually is.
Ha! I thought you might say that.
Still seems a little weird to get wrapped up in their politics all of a
I
sudden.
believe all shall be well. Be it the contest or something else, there will be many trials for you to overcome at your destination. But in the course of seeing new lands and meeting new people, you will surely find a way forward. That's what adventurers do, is it not? Such a journey would be the envy of many a scholar. Distant as it is, Tural remains largely unknown to us, with only meager records to be found in Numenor. The experiences to be had, all the things you might hear, feel, and think. It's enough to stir me to the core. Life is a series of journeys, my friend, and there's no telling what awaits us on the long road. But what's important is to be true to yourself as you walk it. hope to be content when we arrive at the end of one and step forward into another. Ah, but there's an idea. I have a matter to attend to at the Agora. Please, go on inside. I will join you shortly.
Okay. That seems sudden. What's he planning? It's kind of pretty with the snow, though. No, snow that, like, it's just warm enough for, cold enough for it to snow, but warm enough for it to not gather on the ground. It's actually kind of nice. Still a little on the chilly side, but it's not terrible. And why would Thancred be sneaking around like that? What's he planning? Why does everyone seem like they're scheming? We're just going on a treasure hunt. Welcome back, Abin. If you're looking for Wuklamach, she is currently with the others in her chambers. If you like, I can go and fetch them for you. Yeah, go fetch them. Understood. Please wait in the main hall. Alright, I will wait in the main hall. I mean, so far there's been several suspicious aspects of this new trip, like Wuklamach's eagerness to become ruler, a letter that was signed by the king but not written by him, the fact that it's not even using the standards of Turalian mail, like they wouldn't use the wax seal.
You have the look of someone who's made up their mind. Go on then, let's hear it.
I wish to fully go where I've never gone before. Of all the things the series references, it's like mostly Star Trek and Star Wars somehow.
You're not planning to leave without us, are you? No, Alice! What are you two doing here?
Have they played this song in the game before? They must have.
Earlier, you see.
Like one of the main themes of the series.
And when we fortuitously met again at the Agora just now, they expressed an interest in meeting our visitor.
Ah, you must be the twins who are sneaking after Erenville as toads.
What? That's the part that he mentioned?
Things about us you could have told her, and you chose that.
First impressions last.
Yeah, they do. Why'd you have to say that one, though? Could have at least mentioned the time that Dinian mixed up Alphino and Alice.
It is an honor and a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Your Highness.
That might have been a better thing to mention. Although he wasn't there for that, so I guess he couldn't.
Oh no, let's not do that. I really can't stand titles. So, you want to participate in the contest too, is that right?
Indeed we do. We've been assisting with the rebuilding effort in Garlemald. Yet while progress is being made, the question remains of how the nation might reconcile with its neighbors. We believe there is much we might learn from Tuliolal, a nation founded on unity. And in return for this honor, we would spare no effort in supporting your claim.
The more the merrier, I say. And I'd be keen to learn about Eorzea and Garlemald from you as well.
Having recruited so many committed and capable allies, I presume you have no need for my continued assistance?
Nonsense! Like I told you before, you're indispensable.
Hey, you're coming with us.
They're strong, aye.
You don't get to stay
But
here.
strangers to our land. They need someone to guide them, to point out the dangers and spare them grisly deaths. I can't think of anyone better suited to that task than you. What's more, despite your assertions, I know you haven't given up on the City of Gold.
I'm sure Charlie would really appreciate if you found that.
As I recall, Kryl, you were the first to state your desire to visit Tural.
Perhaps I was. Still, I can't help but worry about being away just when our order is beginning to find its feet again.
You have nothing to worry about. I haven't forgotten how you held the fort while I set off to explore Alzadal's legacy. It's only fair that I return the favor. Pray, leave the students to Ojika and me.
What? Oh, you're coming along too.
But, Raha...
You ain't staying here. I
You want
forbid
to
it.
retrace your grandfather's steps, don't you? This is a rare opportunity, and I insist that you seize it.
Really, there's someone else that we
Thank
could
you,
leave in
Raha.
charge.
Thank you.
But he doesn't have to stay here.
Well, looks like it's settled. I'm counting on you all to help me win the throne.
I suppose now is a good time to show you what I spent a small fortune on at the Agora.
You bought a map? Hopefully Tataru didn't pay for that in any way, shape, or form.
There.
Bought an updated map. Slapped it on the old one.
This, my friends, is the latest map of the world, created to celebrate our friendship with the Loporrits. Cast your eyes west of Sharlayan, for there it lies. The site of your next great adventure, Tural.
I mean, it's a little more complete. I'm surprised it's not like complete, considering the Loporrits have a bird's eye view of the entire planet. That's it. The credits for Endwalker. It's finally over. Now we await a new adventure. When's it coming? I'm not sure. They said summer, but that's like any time from like 3 months from now to like 7 months from now. Hopefully it's not 7 months from now. I'm looking forward to this one. The stuff I've seen of this new place, it looks really exciting. Especially if the analogs to FF9 are any indication. There's some cool shit they might be doing. And there's a number of good theories, some predictions I have about what the City of Gold actually is. Something tells me it's not gonna literally be a City of Gold, though. That's just what they're calling it. But I think there's more to it than that. I don't think it's gonna be the big cyber city that they showed us. That'd be too easy. They wouldn't show off the City of Gold. Probably a lot more to it than that. But at the same time, I think that city has a lot of connections to it. It's probably a hint towards it. But I'm hoping they go into like the FF9 kind of plot, because that would be really cool. Considering that we've had like so many adventures going outwards and away from the planet, hopefully we'll get some more adventures that kind of, well, stay closer to home in a way, but also not really. We went outside, so I say we do the opposite this time. That would be really cool. Whether they'd go there with this expansion, I don't know, if it would just hint at it. But that would be kind of neat. I mean, aside from that possibility, I'm not really sure what else it could be. Because there's like some of the stuff in that city, like they had signs that used the pre-Sundering written language, which is kind of insane, unless that pre-Sundering written language just coincidentally looks exactly like whatever that Turalian language that Wook talked about, which I guess is possible. I mean, that would be kind of disappointing if they went like that. It's just like, oh, it just happens to be the exact same, in which case that raises many more questions. There's also the idea that this is a city from one of the shards that was that had, I think it was, I don't remember which shard it was, but the second Umbral Calamity was a calamity of lightning, and the city itself is very lightning aspected. Like, so much so from everything being black and ashen, which was a description of the second calamity. And it's purple. Like, there's just purple everywhere, which is the color of electric crystal. So who knows? There's a number of ways they could go with it. Maybe it's like some sort of rescue vessel, like an ark, kind of like the other one. Oh, we can skip these ones. These are just the how we skip these credits? There we go. I am now John Final Fantasy yet again. Well, we're not completely done. We still got one more quest point here to do. Unless you wonder about your passage to Dural, Erenville will arrange a ship through his guild. You need only worry about your own preparations. Speaking of which, please take this with you. A rugged and ready knapsack. May it serve you well in your coming adventures. Now, I'm not sure what departure will be, but rest assured I'll let you know when I hear something. Till then, please take your ease. Ease? You mean like an easel? Cause paint? Meanwhile, in Limsa Lominsa. Okay, what kind of legs are we gonna see this time?
When does the next ship set sail?
Oh, it's Stinian. There you are.
May I ask your destination? The north and east, I've already seen. I suppose I'll head west this time.
Oh, he's going there on his own this time.
West, you say?
Do they have any ships going west? I mean, they barely had ships going to Sharlayan. So I guess we're just gonna meet him there. Is this gonna be Thancred? Is he done sneaking around the trees? Oh, no, not Thancred. Oh, it is Thancred.
I see you've made up your mind. I had a feeling you'd be keen.
Oh, he was spying on them, and they're just gonna like surprise show up to Thrall.
Our comrades too are thither bound. Fate doth work in mysterious ways.
So I guess it's gonna be Kryl, Graha, Alphino, Alcine, myself, and then the other side's gonna probably be Thancred, Oriange, and maybe Estinian?
If the prospect doth trouble thee, 'tis not too late to decline the petition. though thine expression would suggest thou art far from perturbed.
Oh, how could I possibly be, knowing what's to come?
Then let us delay no further and secure passage on a vessel.
Aye. This will be a mission to remember.
They're just gonna find the city of gold for themselves?
Come, my friend. We make for Terra.
The gay bros. I am glad we get to see more of them. Hopefully Estinian joins their side so we get more Thancred and Estinian. Because they're
Tell me.
there was probably some of the best parts
beneath the waters of the Bounty,
of the early side of Endwalker. Like when you first go to radz-at-han.
or the treasure islands beyond the frozen waters of Blind Frost in Offerd's north.
Did we go there? I don't know if we did.
The fabled golden cities of the New World.
I mean, if Emmett Selk says there's golden cities, and I believe him. I mean, hell, they probably built the cities. Weigh anchor now, the tide is high, and dawn of a new adventure nigh. Go forth to break horizon's bond, and tread the gilded path beyond. What exactly does it mean? Where is this golden city? What is this golden city? I guess we'll find out eventually. Boy, I can't wait for that. First, like, actual new expansion I'll be there for at launch. What is this knapsack that I was given? Research has proven that wearing a knapsack or similar greatly reduces the likelihood of being pestered with questions about how you can carry so many items. Used to acquire a knapsack. Personal effect. Is that like in here? It is. What? I can just wear a backpack. Huh. Sure. Why not? Yeah. The only problem with these things is because it's a fashion accessory, they're very annoying to take on and off. Like, you can only take them on and off in a city. If you go out into the field, then you're stuck with it, if you have it. Which is kind of dumb. Also, I wonder if it conflicts with the... because there's a setting that... enable auto umbrella. Does that work here? No, okay. Okay, never mind. It doesn't conflict with anything. I forgot I had these too. But you can only wear one at a time. And you can't even see them. Did I put them on? Oh, there we go. Yeah, you can only wear one thing at a time. Which kind of sucks. Maybe that's something they'll fix. Or change. Because like now that we're starting to get things other than parasols. Actually, speaking of parasols, before we go do Hildebrand, which is the other plan for today, I want to check the market board, which is back up here. Because I got those 2 umbrellas from Bajia. I wonder if they sell for anything. Because I already have them. I don't need a third and fourth, or a second and third. I'm just kind of curious if they sell for anything. What were they called again? Or which ones were they? Classy checkered parasol. Okay. I don't feel like grabbing my keyboard. Give me the built-in keyboard. Classy. Checkered. And we'll just go with that. I'm sure there's not many items called that. There they are. Oh, that's less than I thought, but kind of expected. Probably worth a sale. I mean, I don't know what else I'd do with them. Alright, let's go to... Where are we going? Oh, you know what? I never actually... I forgot to look at the... where is it? Where's my minion that I got from things? There you are. I forgot to actually use this. Never took a look at it last stream. Not execute this time, what do you mean? Is there just too many people here? Wait, is it because I'm wearing glasses? Can I only have like a minion or glasses? That's insane. I didn't even know that was a thing if that's true. There you are. Part of our efforts to introduce the noble Ryu, one of the totem animals to usher in a new year in the Far East, the Ryu Bugyo arranged for this chocobo hatchling to serve as a mascot. For its part, the creature seems to enjoy its role and wears its outfit with adorable zeal. Not execute this time. Is that because I have this on? Maybe? It is! That's funny. You can have an umbrella, glasses, a backpack, or a pet. You do not get any combination of the two. That's absolutely hilarious. Alright, let's go to radz-at-han. Let's go get our final relic weapon. And also do Hildebrand, which I'm pretty sure is here. Somewhere. I don't remember where. It was by the Aetheryte last time, but maybe that changed? Because I feel like that might have been different. No, that's not you. It's probably you, hey? Yeah. Probably this one. Or what is this one? Wait, Delian. It's blue this time. Does that mean what I think it means? No, we have to do this first to get the relic. So this is first.
Ah, Bin, you're just in time to assist my latest fact-finding expedition. A recent foray into Charlian revealed that Poo-Poo's friend was in the company of a Hanish alchemist, yes? As such, I was inspired to do some preliminary legwork here in Thavanir. I contacted my usual sources for local sightings of alien phenomena, but alas, we had none to share. I have thus switched to tactics and decided to track down this alchemist fellow instead. Surely someone will have heard of the tale of the apothecary bold enough to set up shop in a Garlean battlefield. The Inspector and the others have been pursuing a similar line of inquiry, yet have found no leads here in the city or the Great Work. I believe they moved their investigation to Yellowmad. So I suggest we hurry over and join them. I cannot have little blue man muddying the waters when we're so close to grasping his master plan.
Where are we going? I don't remember where that is. I think that's somewhere out in... Down in the field, right? Oh, it's here. I forgot that place was called Yellowmad. I haven't teleported here in ages. So I found out since the last session of Hildebrand missions, Poo-Poo is actually from FF8. There's like a side quest where you just randomly encounter an UFO as like a battle, and then you can do stuff with it, which I never really looked into because I only ever found... I came across the UFO one time during my playthrough, and then it immediately fled the battle. So I couldn't even do anything. I didn't even get a turn. So I had no idea what I was doing with that thing. I see the two of you are eager... Oh, shit. Text. As a matter of fact, we were just about to continue our investigation into the alchemist we know to have been traveling with Master Poo-Poo's comrade. I mean, that is to say, I am merely following in the Inspector's wake. You needn't be so modest, my dear Inspector Brandehild. It is wrong of me to comport myself as an equal to you in any respect, for I am but a copy, and a flawed one at that. Stuff and nonsense. Clear or not, self-deprecation is unbecoming of a Mandeville man.
Exactly. The things you can do are amazing.
Oh, I don't know about that. 'Twas you who saved a bin from certain doom, was it not? Well, not quite as gratuitous as mine. Your rapid reasoning is nevertheless quite effective. It's kind of you to accept me, rough edges and all. I only hope to meager contributions are of some small assistance.
Too modest by half. I'd say his mental faculties are far surpassed those of the original.
That's enough chin-wagging amongst ourselves, I think. Let us spread out and learn what the locals know of this adventurous apothecary. He's still following. The fucking fanboy is still there. I wonder if we're going to, like, actually have to talk to him at some point. Or if he's just gonna be in the background of every one of these cutscenes.
Do I know any apothecaries in radz-at-han? Of course, more than I can count. I've not heard tell of any peddling such goods in the heart of the Empire, though. Seems like a terrible idea to me, with the civil war raging and the world almost ending. Situations improved in recent days, but even so, the Radiant Host is still to provide security for cargo shipments. A lone merchant trading there alone? Possible.
Too dangerous, eh? Our friend must be very astute indeed. I don't know why I'm doing this. Is there a reason why I would want to do this? Hang on. Oh. Wait, oh. Maybe? Okay, if there's like an exploration thing back here, I would not even be surprised. But it doesn't seem that hard to climb, so maybe not. Nah, I guess there's nothing here. Guess that would have been too easy. Oh, but you're back here. I just took the long way.
I know of many merchants who travel abroad to pay their wares, but none who have business in Garlemald. You'd have to be mad or desperate to consider setting up shop in that troubled land. I mean, word is we've signed some kind of trade agreement with the Guardians, but it's still not the kind of place where one simply wanders in and opens a street stall.
What is this? That is something else. Wait, where am I going? There's someone else here? What? Am I stupid? I don't see any... Oh, it's right here. I am. Never mind. Answered both of my own questions.
Yes, I know of one of whom you seek. A fellow fisherman told me of a friend of his, apothecary, who set out for war-torn Garlemald to sell his medicines. A reckless fool, if you ask me. I have no interest in the affairs of such men. But you do, I take it. So I suggest you head to Issaquah and hear of the tale for yourself. Issaquah? Man, it's been years. Literal years since I've heard the pronunciation of some of these words. Look for a red-haired lad there gathering elfish.
Where is that?
Issaquah.
Oh, it's right here. I guess we should report back first before we go run off again.
Ah, Bin. I hope your question has borne fresher fruit than mine. Oh, a good friend of the alchemist in question, you say? Then let us gather the troops and pay a visit to this felicitous fisherman.
There he is, collecting seashells by the seashore. He's still there behind the tree hiding.
Oh, my apothecary friend. Oh, you must mean Hasaf. Well, I was near enough to calling it a day anyway. Here's what I can tell you. Hasaf comes from a very poor family and, growing up, never had much in the way of money or possessions. I suppose those experiences are what led to his lifelong obsession with gaining wealth. After trying his hand at a succession of trades, he decided alchemy would earn him the most skill, but his stock never sold as well as he hoped. But when he heard of the internal strife in Galamalt, he saw it as a golden opportunity. Surely the middle of a war was the best place to sell medicines. More like the best place for near-death experiences. He soon gave up on his Galamalt venture. Well, one would have expected him to return lamenting his ill fortune. Baharasov was practically euphoric when I saw him again. A God's given blessing. He founded the fields I'd given him, much cause to celebrate. Said he'd learn how to create gold. I must admit, I laughed at first. But then he showed me a gleaming mountain of the stuff, enough to proclaim him a merchant prince. He even changed his name to Van Hudi, a word which brings to mind the bounty of the divine. A name I have heard. He's the rising star in the markets, is he not? The one snapping up commercial ventures left and right. Yes, Van Hudi has certainly made his ambitions known here in Thavne, especially when he attempted to purchase the entire port of Yudilimat. The dockmasters declined to sell, of course, but when it comes to buying historic landmarks, a bottomless purse can open surprising doors. Last I heard, he'd converted the gilded area into a private abode. Has been filling it with every rare treasure his gold can secure. He pays up particularly large sums for artworks depicting the goddess Azura. I remember him being a fervent worshipper of hers, even as a child. I've encountered much Mans, Nusian, Urgalor, and radz-at-han, yet I recall no mention of this Azura. Well, that's hardly surprising. As a deity of war, she is not well loved by the common folk. Baharasov was different though. He seems life is a constant battle to amass wealth, and it is to Azura that he pays for victory. Damn me if she didn't listen. That once poor boy became a merchant royalty, men far too rich and important now to afford more than a fleeting moment for simple fishermen, even those who were once dear friends. If you'll excuse me, I must really leave it at that. These clams won't sell themselves, you know. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but Azura is a god. And usually the only way we fought gods, aside from the 12 that literally existed, is through a summoning. I thought we were done with those. How about that, eh? Our sought-after apothecary and the upstart merchant prince were one and the same. Might we assume the blessing he stumbled upon in Galamalt was a certain alien craft and its occupant? Sorry to intrude, but are you the hero who helped us folk when turning into beasts? Well, some nasty-looking creature just showed up outside of town. One of our guild arts went to confront it, but I don't like our odds against that thing. This sounds like a case for Inspector Hildebrand. Come, friends, let us investigate forthwith. It's you again. I thought you destroyed that monster. Well, we'll just have to destroy it again. I have the situation under control, citizens. The individual bears a strong resemblance to a known fugitive, but I thought it prudent to investigate. Regrettably, he has proven far less forthcoming with answers. How many times must we teach you the same lesson, shiny skull man? Lesson? What are you on about? Cease this babbling and get out of my way. Lord Von D's orders are to cause trouble at the port, and I'm running behind schedule. Van Udi, the merchant who tried to buy Yillimad. So he put you up to this. Curses, how did you manage to deduce our dastardly plan? You blurted it out. Silence! No one learns of our scheme and can be suffered to live. Prepare to be squashed, meddlesome worms. Once again defeated. Oh, he's got an army. 3 more sinister skullmen. Was the doctor a quadruplet?
The fisherman looks like someone ran him over with 15 different trucks. Oh my god. Mother!
Vicious vermin, this will soften you up.
That's quite the mine he's got there.
Who's gonna stop it?
Nice! Ooh! Kinda hope it land in the water. You know, create a big crater on the beach.
Ah, a lucky hit.
Oh no, it was a lucky hit. How did I miss? I, of all people, missing a shot like that. Nice catch. Uh-oh. Well, I guess the problem's solved here. Time to go. Wish someone would do that to me. You want giant spiky bombs thrown at you?
One last pitch.
Home run right down the middle.
Don't miss. But that was my fastball.
There's still 2 more of them though. Oh no, that's right. She took them out earlier. Never mind. That's all of them, right? Just the 4? You didn't like make more somewhere? Just punch him in the face? Look, I don't know if you noticed, but those guys were made of metal. I don't think punching them in the face would have done anything. They're different. They don't count. Those 3 don't count. They're aliens from like another planet. Literally. So it's different. I've come to expect Father's sudden appearance, but what brings you here, Mother? Actually, no, I think she's human. They're all alien, though.
A proposition from the merchant Van Nudi. As a matter of fact, I'm accompanying your dad as a manager for Mandeville and Mandeville. We were just on our way to the bloke's mansion.
I've already refused Master Van Nudi once before when he tried to buy out our commercial empire. This time, however, the deal concerns offloading a quantity of gold at wholesale prices. It's quite an attractive offer considering the fine jewelry is our stock in trade, and we thought to at least listen to his proposal. But if he were to purposefully commanded his lackeys to disturb the peace of a public port.
We can't do business with a thug like that. Absolutely not. Where did all these lackeys come from in the first place? Is there a hulking weaponized brute manufacturer around here somewhere?
Oh, they probably used the UFO copy system. Cloned them. Oh no. Oh, it's just gathering them back.
As I suspected, my ship's vaporization beam is configured to expunge only replicated matter.
Oh, you can copy inorganic materials as well.
Oh, interesting.
Once the matter of duplication and facility is analyzed in an object's molecular structure, it can generate any number of copies. Yet it cannot create matter from nothing. Requisite supply of aether must be on hand to facilitate the process.
Are you sure to know all about
A lot. I've inspected Brandhild, even alien starships. It's no great achievement. As I've mentioned, the gaps in my knowledge were patched with data from the starship's own archives, which include the vessel's full schematics and functions.
Assuming I understand this correctly, is it possible Vanudi is using the repaired alien craft to replicate piles and piles of gold?
We share the same suspicion, Master Delion. To my knowledge, no other method exists that can reliably produce precious metals. Of course, it is the obvious conclusion. That being the case, one might further assume that Vanudi is either threatening or deceiving Master Poo-Poo's comrade in order to gain access to the vessel's superior technology. Of course, our course of action is clear. We march right up to this gold spawner's front door and demand the release of his extraterrestrial hostage. Sounds simple enough. I mean, what's he gonna do? Pelt gold at us? Sounds like a win-win. We must confront this malicious merchant at once. If your heart's set on confrontation, then you may as well come with us. Vanudi's invitation included a private airship flight to his new estate.
Aye, we still need to formally reject his deal anyways. This pilot will be waiting.
An airship flight? Ooh, we get to go on a luxury cruise? Shall we be on our way? We're to meet Vanudi's pilot atop the rise just south of Kajya's footsteps. Oh, sick, it's the mount I got last time. Now we get to actually see it. This thing doesn't have music, does it? Oh, it does. Pretty neat, considering it was just a random pull. Why did we have to baseball those guys when you have 100% beaten stronger foes before? Yeah, well, those other stronger foes never threw spiky bombs. It was uncharted territory, you know? I don't know what I was up against. I am indeed a plane. Yeah, actually, that raises a good question. Did I become the plane? Or am I just riding inside the plane? It looked kind of small. Lord Godbert, Lady Julian. And entourage. Excuse our presumptuousness. My son and his companions insisted they come along, desperate as they were to meet the illustrious Master Vanudi. I see. One moment, if you please. Lord Vanudi should be glad to welcome you all to his home. Pray step aboard and I shall take you there directly. I like to think you were in the MGR plane pose that Raiden is in at the start of the first real mission of MGR. Oh, trying to remember that. I think I remember what you're talking about. It's been a hot minute since I've seen that though. What's all this he's got here? Chest down, ass up. Welcome, honored guests, to my humble abode. I trust the view is to your liking. Since you traveled all the way from distant Ulda, the pleasant backdrop to our talks was the last east I could provide. And what an unexpected boon this is. I had been debating whether to extend you a personal invitation, but now that you are here, like a wish come true. Save your act for the magistrates, Vanudi. I know the secret of your ill-gotten gold. You will cease the exploitation of alien technology and release your hostage into the care of Master Poo-Poo at once. Unraveled all my schemes, have you? Good. I needn't waste breath on this tedious explanations then. This is Master Poo-Poo, I presume. I do have his fellow alien here with me, yes?
As for exploiting their technology, I freely admit to duplicating a quite frankly obscene amount of gold. That was merely the beginning. Imagine making a copy after copy of the deadliest weapons in existence. Would not the world itself be yours for the taking? Let's get straight to the point. I want you at my side. With the vaunted Warrior of Light as the template for my clone army, we could conquer this and every other land in creation. That's actually a pretty well thought out plan. Kinda wish I thought of it myself. Problem: you're gonna have to try real hard to get a copy of me. But I have to agree, it's not a bad idea, actually. I still disagree with the plan in principle. But I gotta admit, it's a pretty good plan. A splendid jest, my friend. A splendid and not at all indicative of suppressed megalomaniacal ambitions jest. Yes? Look. If I were to turn on you guys, could you stop me? I don't think so. Of course it was. A redoubtable Abin would never dream of accenting such a contemptible proposal. A pity. I anticipated you would prove an impediment to my ascension. Yes, it seems that the time has come to test Lugai's ritual of manifestation. All was prepared long in advance of your coming. This tower holds not only mundane treasures, but also caches of crystals. As for the requisite congregation of worshippers, well, I had but to clone myself. After all, who is more devoted to my cause and my goddess than me? Okay, this guy gets a cloning machine and actually does some pretty smart things with it. Like, not gonna lie. Like, he wants to capture, you know, the hero and make an evil army of them. Don't think I've actually seen that. It's usually like the villain tries to recreate the hero from scratch or something. But he's just like, nah, come and join me. You can take over the world with me. I'll just make a clone army of you. It'll be perfect. Divine Asura, take up thy blades and wage war upon mine earthly rival. And then this man like got his hands on some Garlean, or I don't even know what you want to call it at this point. It wasn't really even Garlean. Like the Tower of Babel pods and all that. Does it copy the personality? If so, damn, that would be pain to try and control. It does. I mean, assuming it's harder to copy a complex thing. That's why we've got like fake, not quite complete Hildebrand over here. But I'm sure with his expertise, he'd probably be able to make a perfect clone of myself if he wanted to. Hey, Hildebrand. Against the Primal, we may be more hindrance than help. We dare not remain within its sphere of influence. Well, it's been a while. The smile on my face back there, it's like, hell yeah. It's been a while since I fought a Primal. Best of luck, my friend. I must make a gentlemanly withdrawal. Why is one person PS1 polygons? Yeah, that's because of the cloning process didn't go so well. When Hildebrand like ended up in the cloning machine and accidentally got cloned, but it wasn't complete. So that's why he's like missing detail. The Gilded Aria. Alright, let's go. Von Udi has welcomed you to the Gilded Aria. Aria? The historic vault within which he houses his many and wondrous treasures. But it is not wonder that fills your heart when you spy the ominous devices lining the side of the structure. Devices you remember seeing inside the Tower of Babel. Your sense of dread is justified when the summoning begins. Drawn upon the devotion of the imprisoned faithful, the corrupted incarnation of Aman Suya is brought into being. She is Asura,
a deity of battle and conflict, and whether you wish it or not, your mettle will be tested. I would hope that this fills up fast. This is usually the part everyone looks forward to when it comes to Hildebrand, is the fights. Well, that's okay. I'm gonna get some water because I've been reading for so long. Oh, nice. Why am I fighting the Buddha? Oh, this is Ashura. If you're not familiar with, like, Indian folklore or Hindu folklore, it's where it's taken from. It was also a boss fight in FF4. I can't remember exactly where it was, though, in the game. It's been a few years since I played 4. I think it was in 4 anyways. But yeah, she also has like many arms in there as well because, you know, I don't know what it was with like the Hindu and having gods with like more than 2 arms. Who's main tank? Oh, you're main tank. Okay. Then you get my healing abilities. Oh my god, there's 3 red mages here. Holy shit. That's amazing. Yo, and a summoner? Oh, we got reses for days. Good. I don't have to worry about a damn thing. Well, it seems like these people have a little experience doing it, so I'm gonna trust they know what we're doing, because I don't. Okay, what's that gonna be? Frail Jewel. Is that like a diamond attack? Okay, that's a frontal attack. Got it. Standing behind her, good. Looks like she's doing a lot of frontal attacks. Oh my god. Okay, that wasn't a thing at least. What are we supposed to do? Oh, it's the explosions, okay. What is this? What? What are we doing? Is there more than one? It's just the one. Okay. I thought I saw multiple. Oh, it's probably gonna have to watch the swords, eh? I'm gonna stand back here. This red mage probably knows what's up. Okay, she's... yeah, it's big cleave. Makes sense. Everyone's still doing good. That's good. Okay, I see it probably alternates. You can probably tell by which sword she's tethering to. Whether it's going to be like an inner or outer cleave. Well, someone got vulnerability. Everyone else okay? Okay, good. Six-fold blade, okay. It's probably... oh my god, okay. Oh my god! 2... gotta go around slowly. Oh shit, I didn't do it slowly enough. Oh, fuck! I forgot where exactly the semicircle started. That honestly isn't much harder than that dungeon. Oh, what is this? It's very similar to one of the 24-man dungeons. Did I get like a special thing or something I was supposed to do? I don't know. Just stand there. Oh, I need to res this guy. Oh, you got it. Okay, good. Oh, okay. Get res. I will heal. Oh my god. Work on healing them. Now what are we doing? Is this an inner or outer cleave? I wasn't paying attention to which sword is which, so yeah. We'll stand here and we'll see what happens, and then oh, you just desummoned, I see. That's what's going on. Oh, there you are, you changed position. Okay, good. Oh. Okay, you change positions again. Okay, which sword's going? The right one? Probably, yep, and I failed that. That's cool. That's fine. Oh, don't stand in there, please. Okay, that's gotta be the outer cleave, right? Like, we need to go stand somewhere else now? Oh, you're just changing again. Oh, fuck. Oh, this again? Okay, that's one, that's two. Okay, I'm gonna stand like right here. Okay, I have an idea. I have an idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Because there's never a bottom one, so we're fine. Where is it? This and that. Oh, you already rezzed. There we go. You're also rezzed. Okay, oh, I'm blue. Does that mean I stand on blue, or do I avoid blue? I'm gonna stand on blue and hope I'm right. Oh wait, no, I mean stand on red. Okay, I see. Oh my god, I'm just dancing now. Fuck. I'm not dead, though. Holy shit, I'm not dead. That was so lucky. Oh! Am I good? I'm good. Okay, you know what? That was the first move she pulled off, and I got so lucky with that. I didn't even realize that was rings. I just was standing in the right position. We still doing it with like the big one, or are we just doing small ones now? Okay. I'm good. That's fine. That's not a hard one to dodge. Lots of room there. Just gonna concentrate on dodging this one. No point trying to hit. Oh, that's the wrong person with the thing. That's okay. You're okay. It's over. Yeah, there we go. That wasn't too bad, just those, like, that 6-fold cleave. Also, I probably need to figure out which sword is which for, like, the inner or outer cleave, because I'm assuming that's the indication of it. Because it kind of looked like she tethered to the left one sometimes and other times to the right. And I would imagine that's probably determines which one's which. If a red and blue mage had a kid, what would they be? A summoner? Their parents are very disappointed in the summoner. Good show, Abin. 'Twould seem you thoroughly trounced that pesky primal. And even as we speak, mother and father should be informing the radiant host of that despicable Van Udi's wrongdoings. Find us, sir. Defeated. On the wheel. We flee for now. I don't think the aliens are too happy with what you did. Was flying the starship without my permission? The treasure is mine and mine alone. You called your vessel, Master Poo-Poo. No, I did not. It's my friend's ship. What if the aliens cloned each other with their cloning machines? Like, clone their ships. Could the ships then clone more ships? Can they just, like, create... Maybe they don't even need to procreate. They can just, like, use their cloning machines to create copies of themselves. And that's how they reproduce. At last, the moment of sweet reunion is at hand. Why is there one person that's very low poly? That's because he's a clone of Hildebrand that failed. He wasn't complete. He got like tossed out of the machine halfway through. And so he didn't become full. So he's low poly instead. Didn't give him enough polygons yet. So relieved to see you safe. Likewise, my friend. But why did you open fire on the airship? Didn't that man help you after your crash? Did, at first. He pulled me from the wreckage and saw to it that my vessel was repaired. So in return, I replicated whatever trinket he desired, and taught him the basics of starship technology, but that resolved to be a terrible error in judgment. When I was infected by one of the star's unique pathogens, he took advantage of my weakened state. He seized my ship, flew me out to the jungle, and left me there to die. Slowly, agonizingly, I was able to synthesize a cure for my affliction. Then I came back to reclaim my property. Experience has led me to conclude that the dominant sentient life forms here are dull-witted, cruel, and entirely unsuited to peaceful cohabitation. We must launch a full-scale invasion! It's the only way to guarantee our survival. Couldn't you, like, find another planet to maybe invade? Oh, no, they're not all like that. These ones have been nothing but kind to me. Oh yes, they're all smiles until they laser you in the back. We have to strike first before they show their true colors. Uh-oh. Oh! Alien fight. Oh, maybe let's not do the alien fight. Not here, at least. Can we, like, take it to space, maybe? At least the moon? Ship's reactor core has been breached. If it explodes, everyone in the vicinity will be atomized. And we're all in the vicinity. Looks like he's got a plan. Think, damn it, think! I'm to stop the explosion. I need to traverse the considerable distance to the starship, but I can conceive of no logical solution. And what kind of plan could they possibly conceive of together? If the smart one couldn't think of anything. Inspector Brandehild, you must employ my father's mighty moves to propel me to the vessel. I have too calculated that Lord Godbert's signature techniques are our only means of achieving sufficient propulsion. But there is a flaw in your proposal. I lack the strength to properly perform the throw, and I have no time to teach you the starship's controls. Inspector Hildebrand, it is you who must fling me. He just, no hesitation. It's like, yes, this is what must be done. Skyward, as only a Mandeville can. That's, I think that might be the wrong way. Just a guess. I lost my grip. I mean, it's okay. He could just take the long way, right? Like, just fly around the world and come back. Given my trajectory and velocity, the correct shift and posture should generate enough lift and perpetual motion to... Yes, I can still make it. Arms down, ass up. Sure. I'm not even surprised at this point. I've seen too much of this. 5 expansions worth of this will do that to you. I thought you knew how the ship worked. Maybe the password's different, because it's a different ship. It's too late. The reactor is going critical. There's only one way to save the day. What is he doing? Oh, he's taking it to space. Inspector Brandehild! Our brief time together was more than any defective clone could ask for. Be well, my friends. Why not just jump off the ship? Now that you've, like, launched into space, just jump back down to Earth. Hildebrand's survived worse falls. He'll be fine. True, he probably will be. Is this case closed for Inspector Brandehild? Nay, my loyal assistant. As a chip off the old gentleman, our dear Brandehild has surely survived to tell the tale. We shall see him again. Mark my words. Oh, maybe he did survive. I mean, honestly, it wouldn't make a lot of sense if he didn't survive.
You rescued me, even though I tried to incinerate you with high-intensity plasma blasts. Even at the cost of one of your own. If only I could make amends and earn your forgiveness. But alas.
That's fine, he survived. He didn't. There was no cost here. There is not to forgive. With his blocky constitution, Inspector Brandehild will be just fine, I assure you. As a friend of Master Poo-Poo, you are a friend of ours. And what are a few minor plasma burns among friends, eh?
Home planet. It was lost to the phenomena you call the final days. We survived only because we were away exploring the cosmos at the time.
Maybe the entire universe really is dead.
Our explorations, which have heretofore served no purpose but curiosity, shifted to a search for a safe haven. We visited countless stars, but all had succumbed to the same insidious ruin as our own. Growing desperate, we decided to settle on any suitable refuge we could find, whether it was populated or not. If the native beings were hospitable, we would live peacefully alongside them. If not, we were prepared to claim a new home by force. Though it was that I arrived at your miraculous planet, lulled by the apparent absence of metaphysical chaos, I blundered into a mundane war zone where I was promptly shot out of the sky. The rest you already know. Having fallen behind during our search, I hurried here with my communications, received no answer. That was when I met you, Inspector Hildebrand. I was touched by the despair of the final days reduced to beasts, given our savage willingness to invade your star. And it seemed that, in a sense, we fell prey to that despair after all. Fortunately, my encounter with your generous people brought me to my senses, an outcome for which I'm profoundly grateful. That said, there is nowhere else for us to go. Would it be too much for us to ask to live here, on your star?
Well, of course you must stay. And then like 3 billion aliens show up and everyone's really confused. I suspect you'll be wishing to repair your damaged vessel. Well, that was easy. Uh-oh. Not again! We don't need another clone. Oh boy. And away he goes.
Oh, Inspector, not again. Wait for me.
Never a dull moment around our Hildebrand.
At least we don't have to worry if the ship crashes. Not with an impervious Mandavillian on board.
Ah, funny you should mention that. Upon reviewing the Mandeville family tree, it was made clear that a lord without heirs of his own passed the name to an adopted child 7 generations ago.
Wait. Are you saying neither of you are alien? Are you saying that you and your sons are not direct descendants of Godbrand, the alien progenitor of the Mandeville line? How do you explain your natural sturdiness?
When it comes to building strength and perfecting gentlemanly technique, it is not one's lineage which matters, but rather the unbending conviction within one's heart. Though Godbrand's bloodline be broken, House Mandeville shall live on through us.
Yet the begoggled boy can't swallow that explanation. I've also heard talk of some unseen power driven by feelings and emotions. Could be that you and your Hildy have tapped into that cosmic essence.
But if it turns out like they're just master Dynamis users, like that would be insane. No one would know how to react to that because it's such an unknown subject. They could take over the planet if they actually knew how to manipulate Dynamis. If that's the case, you must be positively swimming in it, my dear. Yeah, you know what? I think it's pretty clear now all of them are just secretly Dynamis mages. Every thing appears to be under control here, so let us return to the city, shall we? And how do you suppose we do that without an airship? We're just gonna walk? He's built different. Like, the other guy's built blockier, this guy's just goes with the flow. Once more do I find myself hurtling at superlative speed towards an unknown destination. Another day, another thrilling case for Hildebrand, agent of Ingrid, Inspector Extraordinaire. Maybe he's going to Tyrol as well. Thanks to an enlightening conversation with Master Poo-Poo on the way back, I believe I have the answers required to proceed with our weaponsmithing project. I trust the endeavor yet holds your interest. Pray inform Master Geralt of your willingness to assist, and my hammer and I shall make all haste to the High Crucible. And with that, I bid you good day.
Thank you all for looking out for our beloved son. Sure him and the blocky lad will be back for more cases before you know it. Gone above and beyond for us, Sabin. I'd like you to have the one replicated starship we made. It doesn't have the duplication facility or other such technology on board, but it will carry you through the skies. Use this key to call it whenever you wish. As for the two of us, we decided to get to know our new home better by embarking on a journey of exploration. So this is where we must say our farewells. Thank you for everything. We are fortunate indeed to have met you. Seems Poo-Poo wasn't playing invasion after all. He even tried to stop his friend from launching an attack. I'm calling an end to this investigation, Abin. Your unfailing support during this entire ordeal has been most appreciated. Thanks to you, I was able to observe the inner workings of Charlian, and even travel to the surface of the moon in search of the truth. And when my own conspiracies threatened to blind me, you were there to open my eyes to the true shape of things. This world yet harbors its share of the strange and the inexplicable, not the least of which is the source of Hildebrand's impossible physiology. Not an alien, then. Mayhap he's the product of a hyper-advanced civilization from the distant past. Descendant of some gruesome biological experiment. What if he is? What if, like, one of his ancestors, the one that, like, adopted children, was actually, like, an Allegan alchemist or something? You just tested on his adopted children. That sounds like something the Allegans would have done. Adopt kids, use them as human test subjects. Someone needs to plumb the depths of these unexplained phenomena. I am the very man for the job.
Maybe that's something we'll explore next expansion. They already confirmed there's going to be more of these. I can even see a few directions where they might go after these revelations. What a twist, though. First they were announced to be alien descendants, and then totally debunked that theory. Who could have seen it coming? So now we can go pick up the last stage of our weapon, I think. Hopefully I have enough tomestones for it. Because I remember last time that I didn't actually have enough, but I think I was only like barely short. I should have enough now. Maybe. I was wondering what happened to him. Is he, like, practicing to be a Manderville man? Oh my god, if he actually comes back next time and is, like, actually as fast as them, and they have a fight and he wins, that would be amazing. Oh, please tell me that's what's gonna happen. Wait, what? What was that? That another spaceship? Was it one? Is it Hildebrand's spaceship? Okay, good. We might get to find out. Yeah, that'll protect you. No one's ever gonna find you if you just walk forward with 2 branches in your hands. It was Hildebrand. Oh, it's Brandahild. Is this a Goku reference? I mean, it could be. I wouldn't recognize it if it was, but it could be. Identified flying gentleman. Alright, let's go see if we can do the relic. We have to... Can we get the things here? I think this is what we want. Or do we have to go talk to him first? Wait. I don't know how much we need. I'm hoping I get to afford it. I can get up to 4. I would imagine that's enough, but we'll see. I also can't remember if that 3rd one is what we need or if it's something else. Let's see. Resonate with perfection, you'll receive a Manderville weapon for a sage. Perfect. Yes. Nope, I'm good. Sage is fine. Why are Goldbert's finally figured out how to perfect his alien weaponry? Both Blid and Tom, eh? We shall inform his lordship that you are eager to begin. At long last, Abin, the end to our arduous yet most rewarding weaponsmithy journey is finally in sight. And a bloody expensive journey it's been. That's why I'm here not as a dutiful wife for Dode and Mudda, but a concerned senior partner of Manderville and Manderville. My company's footed the bill for all sorts of extravagant materials and expert assistance. Not to mention the rent we're paying for these high crucible facilities. Even if this is the final stage of the process, that's only one Manderville weapon out of how sort and many? Our side business and replica weapons ain't exactly booming neither. I reckon we need to come and gauge the value of continuing this venture with my own 2 eyes. So let us offer our full cooperation to my wife, business partner, as she oversees proceedings. Now there's a sight. Seems his lordship's lost his cocksure composure. What happened, Goldbert? Weren't you just telling me how your ridiculous wealth made you free to craft whatever you pleased? I'd be on my best behavior if I were you, Master Geralt. After all, your considerable remuneration was one of the main expenditures Lady Julian will be scrutinizing. Let us move on to the topic of armament augmentation, shall we? Unsurprisingly, the key to perfected weaponry lies in the application of the perfect oil, a substance known as the Ultra Manderville. This superlative lubricant will serve to maximize ethereal conductivity. Again with the creepy oils. And as one might predict, the Ultra Manderville's main ingredient is derived from yet another incredibly rare meteoric material, cosmic crystallite, it is called. When it came to the method for extracting said ingredient from the meteorite, however, my ancestor's relic was conspicuously devoid of instruction. Thus did I consult with Master Poo-Poo. Thanks to his encyclopedic knowledge of alien civilizations, he was able to furnish me with the requisite technique. I must say, it is a rather unorthodox process, and one I cannot complete alone. It shall necessitate the involvement of everyone present. I don't like the sound of that. What foppish nonsense you meaning to foist upon us this time? Oh, nothing too terribly taxing, I assure you. All shall be explained in due course. Ere we can begin, we must tend to the tedious chore of procuring crafting materials. Avin, if you would, pray acquire the crystallite through our usual tombstone-hungry vendor. We shall require 3 godly chunks, one for the oil's main ingredient and the others to reshape the weaponry itself. Yes, I should warn you that these advanced mandervillian techniques will not only enhance your armament's properties, but also greatly alter its appearance. In anticipation of such wondrous transformation, let us hurry to our tasks. Well, if it's only 3, then I can definitely afford this. Thank goodness. Got 2,000 burning a hole in my pocket. The hammering continues. Chunks of cosmic crystallite can be obtained from Gibrana at the 8th Right Plaza. Okay, cosmic crystallite. Let's go get some of that cosmic crystallite. There's trophies in 14. It sounds like a terrible platinum trophy experience. It's actually not that bad. I can show you some of the trophies. It's nothing like the quests in game. Like, there's achievements in game. Only some of them became trophies. How do we look at all the trophies? Is there a way to... Oh, you can't see them through there? No. You have to go to here? Oh, I have to go to here and view trophies. It's not that bad. Like, there's different ones for each expansion. But for the most part, I think it's like mostly just progression stuff. They left out a lot of the more tedious ones that are like actually time consuming to take. Like this is one thing this one's time consuming, but it's not hard. Like they left out all like the RNG based ones. Like this one's just complete 3,000 fates. So I mean, if you're going to go for trophies, you're probably doing a lot of the side stuff anyways. This is probably going to come naturally. Most likely. I mean, anyone who's played the game for as long as I have is easily going to have like 1,000 or 2,000 dungeons. Like, a lot of this is just do X amount of stuff a ton of time. So yeah, it's tedious, but it's not like... Okay, that one actually might be hard. It's tedious, but it's not like terrible. If you consider some of the achievements that they have in game, like do something perfectly with perfect RNG 20 times in a row, and in order to do that, it's like a 0.00001%. That's an actual achievement in the game. There's a thing you can do in game where it's like, okay, you got to get to this point in this RNG dungeon 20 times in a row. Or it's not in a row, but it's like 20 times. But in order to get there, you have to go through like, you have to have perfect RNG like 6-7 times. So it's that times 20. It's probably one of the hardest achievements in the game to get. And there's one achievement that's in the game that takes literally 7.5 years to get, just because of how time consuming it is. None of the trophies are like that. Those trophies you could finish in way less time. It's actually reasonable. Alright, so we need 3 of these. Perfect. Done. Relic completed. I'm curious how this is going to work in future expansions, because like you're not going to have the specialty tombstones. It's probably just going to be poetics, which will make these relics like stupidly easy to get. Oh, let's have a look at them shiny rocks. Yeah, there's someone was like the first person to get all the trophies, and there's like to actually get all the trophies, I keep calling them trophies, achievements in game takes like over 7.5 years, because there's some achievements that even if you were to do them at every possible moment, just because of the way things spawn, it would take you literal years to do enough to get the achievement. You would have had to have been playing since the start of Realm Reborn back in 2013 to have a chance of getting all the achievements. If you were to start now and plan to get every achievement in the game, you would need to be ready to play this game for constantly like consistently, constantly for the next decade. Otherwise, it's just impossible to get all the achievements. Just because of like some things spawn so infrequently that it's the only way. So yeah, don't go into this game for achievement hunting. You can probably go into this game for trophy hunting if you're on PlayStation. I would not recommend going for all the achievements, just because of like how insane and basically impossible it is for any normal person.
Heidi thought to do the trick. I'll grab his lordship and we can get to work.
But yeah, for the most part, the trophies are just like, aside from like the ones in the base game there where it's like get to X level of Y class, it's mostly just achievements for you progressed to this point in the story. You did this quest. And it's like a lot of the quests are just, they're all the blue quests, I think. I don't think there's like achievements for some of the more notable blue quests, and that's kind of it. Like there's achievements for Mandeville stuff because that's like one of their highlights. I wouldn't be surprised if some of the other specialized story quests also have achievements.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for your untiring efforts, Abin. These acquisitions are most demanding, I know. We could not proceed without them. Crystallite of this type is said to have mystical properties. Its every mote infused with aether from its journey across the cosmos. We will use Godbrand's technique to harness and condense that cosmic energy, that we may extract a single concentrated drop. This precious liquid is the heart and soul of our Ultra Mandeville coating.
I was like half expecting it to not be a tombstone thing, and I was like, oh man, maybe we get to farm Azura for whatever things we need. But nope, they're just like, nah, go get some tombstones. Come back. Okay, you're done.
Well, that's blood fascinating, all, but why would you explain the goddamn technique already? You mean to have us fighting this time? Meditating?
Dancing, my good man. We shall perform the traditional dance of House Mandeville together. He doesn't look too pleased with the prospect of dancing.
In his search for a viable method, Godbrand failed to extract the crystallite's ethereal essence innumerable times. Frustrated beyond measure, he eventually contacted a friend of a far-off star to ask for advice. Thus did he learn a theory of compressing the crystallite's stored energies and by bombarding it with a specific aetherite waveform, much like squeezing a lemon. An inspired Godbrand then returned to work, where he experimented with generating waveforms through physical movement. One particular choreography proved of both perfect resonance, and lo, the trademark Mandeville undulations were born.
Please don't use the word undulations again.
Oh, and as it so happens, the far-off star in question was the homeworld of our own Master Poo-Poo. 'Twas his keen eye that recognized the familiar resonant properties of our gentlemanly dance and allowed us to rediscover the extraction process. Dress it up in fancy words all you want, but I ain't swallowing this ridiculous shite. Think you can extract mineral essence with your daft dancing? Ha! Count me out.
I've come in a strictly observational role, so no dancing for me either.
You both so wish, we shall perform the extraction without you. As for you, Abin, your role shall be most crucial. I should like you to hold the crystallite and catch the quintessence of it as it falls.
I was kind of hoping I'd get to dance with them. But it seems like they already have 4 people, so I'd just get in the way. It takes the power of 4 people of the House Mandeville to start the reaction in these crystals.
See? Load of chocobo shite.
This dance lacks of sufficient intensity.
I love her. Fine.
It's alchemy. You won't understand. We're gonna sleep for midterms. We'll be sleeping in NCC on Friday, most likely. All right. Well, thanks for coming by. Have a good night. Good luck with your tests. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you Friday. Oh my God, he reached. Oh wow. Okay, well, if we didn't have a Goku reference before, now this is a Goku reference. He's utterly amazed. He's reached Nirvana. Wait! Did they just do a fucking Kingdom Hearts? Oh my God. No! It's bloody magical. The resonance is still not strong enough. He's doing it! Okay, never mind. This is the best relic weapon in the entire game, hands down. I don't care what you have to do for the other ones. Nothing will ever top this. It's working. The crystal is resonating with the power of gentlemanly dancing. Let's hope I don't miss like I missed that bomb. Okay, good. Huzzah! Our combined performance did the trick. Master Geralton, I will take it from here. Let us prepare the vial of Ultra Mandeville and proceed with the final augmentations. Hey, you're about to witness the peak of craftsmanship. He says that now, but we all know he's gonna be back in like a year from now with more weapons to craft. And never-ending debt from Rowena. Now we apply the Ultra Mandeville coating. As with the prior stage, the final composition of the oil's ingredients will greatly influence the armament's properties. I shall need you to take a moment to consider well which qualities you value most in your weaponry. Oh, right. Oh yeah, this is a thing I think I did last time. Can we add to this? Oh no, this is just to change it. Third attribute will be set to a lower value. I see. Oh, okay. Well, since these are stage weapons, I would say piety. Critical hit rate or determination? I can't remember what determination is. Is determination my, like, the hit the damage range, or is it something else? I actually can't remember. I need to look up what determination is because I legit... this may be important. You know, if this was like any older expansion, I wouldn't care. What does determination do? The amount of damage dealt by both physical and magical attacks, as well as the HP restore by... Oh, okay. Then let's raise determination then, because that kind of goes hand in hand with piety then. I don't really need crits. You are certain? Then so it shall be. Ooh, fancy. You know, those will fit right in with that new city. They'll be right at home in Solution 9. Behold, Abin, the work is done. A perfected art of dedicated artisans. An array of Mandevillian Mandervillis wings. Okay, those are kind of sick. I just need a good costume to go with them now. The beauteous, tangible reward for all our toil and sacrifice. I want to know what the other weapons look like now. It's a grand sight, alright. Fighting mammoths, drinking weird booze, and dancing weirder jigs is an odd bloody way to forge a weapon, but you can't argue with the end result. There is, in fact, one other favorable consequence to finishing our project. My family's relic contains what appears to be a locked recording, and if what Master Poo Poo tells me is correct, our completed Manderville weaponry should serve as the key to opening it. Shall we give it a try? Oh shit. Secret Manderville lore? Count me in. The saga ends! We've finally done it. My first relic weapon's complete. It's not even that impressive because it wasn't even that much of a challenge. I'll let you all know when I finish all the other relics. Ah, excellent. It would seem the relic has responded to your armament. Let us commence the viewing. If you're watching this recording, then I must assume you have successfully brought the Manderville weaponry to its completed state. Allow me, then, to share some of the philosophy that went into the weaponry's creation. As I explained in my previous story, the many worlds upon which we Mandervilles resided were laid to waste by an inexplicable catastrophe. The final days, one must imagine. Peace reigns upon this star for now. We can never know when or what manner of chaos might threaten our tranquil lives. Thus I endeavor to forge armaments with the power to repel any threat, no matter how dire. However, in the wrong hands, such powerful weapons may exasperate the very problem they were created to solve. Sadly, my long search for worthy wielders, those possessed of both martial excellence and unyielding moral fortitude, has failed. I'm left with no choice but to destroy my triumphant works. That explains how you lost the originals, eh? In the hopes that a deserving hero will one day emerge, I've decided to leave the secrets of their manufacture to my heirs. By necessity, the process must be rendered cryptic, lest these potent armaments be too readily attained. The fact that you are watching this proves that you had the wisdom to pierce my elaborate obfuscations, and the disciple to retrace the grueling steps of my smithing saga. I have faith in your judgment. Do what is just, and entrust the Manderville weaponry to those who champion the ideals of peace. How gratifying to know that my motives were aligned with those of my ancestor. It was my own experience of the final days which moved me to recreate the Manderville weapons and put them in heroic hands such as yours. And 'tis more gratifying still that we should succeed in the task which Godbrand himself set for his descendants. I thank you all for your valuable contributions. Well, I admit it was a bit of a shock to hear what he was crafting alien designs, but you hired the right smith for the job. You know the job isn't over yet, yes? There are still many weapon variants we have left to reforge. I know. Don't get your bloody small clothes in a twist. I'll stick around until the last blow is hammered. For the extraction of Ultra Manderville essence, I must ask that you call upon the assistance of the High Crucible Alchemists. It matters not who performs the dance, as long as they do so with gentlemanly perfection and aplomb.
Clear to me now that the Mandeville weapons are more than just a pet project. They're an investment in the future of our world. You have my permission to keep them on the books as an official Mandeville enterprise. Oh, that is a relief. It would be difficult to cover these expenses with my weekly entertainment budget. With that settled, we can continue as before. Our most excellent House Mandeville artisan shall handle a request or act other weapons in your possession. Meanwhile, our resident expert alchemist will assist with adjusting weapon properties, assuming you supply the requisite crystallite, of course. All in all, this has been a most satisfying experience. My thanks again, and I look forward to our next mutually beneficial encounter. And there we go. It's done. I guess I should equip them, eh? Wait. Where did they go? Inventory? Oh. We're in... Armory? There we go. Maybe they're not better. Oh no, they are. Good. I'm glad they're better, because I like them. They're pretty sick looking. I mean, I think the other ones go better with my outfit, but I'm down to keep these on for a little bit. Just wish I had a good outfit to go with them. I don't know what I would be. The only thing I can think of that's even remotely applicable is perhaps the clothing you get from the PvP stuff. It kind of looks like Jet Set Radio. Like, if you know what Jet Set Radio looks like, you can get a good idea of what the outfits look like. But that would require me to play PvP, and I don't really want to do that. Even if it's not hard, it's just not really my thing. Alright, what time is it? It's almost 10 o'clock. Going for like 3 hours. I think we will probably end it here today. I wasn't sure if we were going to get to Baja. I didn't know how long this would take. Hence why I started earlier as well. But it's still already 10 o'clock, and I do need to get up early, so I don't know how much longer I want to stream. So we'll leave it here today. There will be more of this, I guess, next event, whenever that is. That would be probably February, I guess, for Valentine's Day. So I'll be back for that, and then we'll definitely do more Baja, because we're getting to the point in Baja where we need to make sure we have, like, we time it right. And I don't know if I'm going to be timing it right now, and I don't want to wait another hour. It would suck to just go in there and be like, oh, we can't do anything. So we'll do that next time, and I have an idea what we can do if we need to kill some time next time. So for now, that will be it for today. I will be back tomorrow with some more Final Fantasy VII Dirge of Cerberus. I might stream Thursday, and we can, if so, we'll probably do some Rhythm Thief, but I'm not sure. No guarantees on that one. But of course, Friday will be Minecraft as per usual. So, in the meantime, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Have a good night. I will see you next time.